Hey, what's up? This is Doggie Diamonds, and if you follow DeHaven on Instagram at DeHaven444, you can see that he writes various stories about some of the trials and tribulations and some of the tales of, things that he went through in the streets. Some of the reasonable doubt stories is written right on his Instagram. But now he wants to bring some of those stories to the big screen, and he's going to need your help. In the description box is his Kickstarter page. If you want to help him and you want to see some of them stories come to the big screen, then donate today. The link is in the description box. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. You are now listening to No Filter Podcast. No filter means honesty. If you're afraid of honesty, then this ain't the podcast for you. We gonna be honest today. What it is, people, it's your boy Doggie Diamonds. Another episode of Doggie Diamonds No Filter. This one is special to me because this is like, y'all know how I get on my Brooklyn shit. Brooklyn is definitely in the building. You see, today is even more special because we put the banner up. We figured out a way to put the banner in the back again. So expect to see that banner in the back. You see, I'm no filtered out. I'm draped out today, which I be saying that drip shit sound like gonorrhea. So I ain't never jacking that slang. You know what I'm saying? But I got on. I'm no filtered out today. I got on the hat, the shirt, everything and shit. And I got a special guest to the right of me. Let them know who in the building.
You already know it's DeHaven, a.k.a. Headache, a.k.a. Gil, you know what I'm saying, Marcy.
How many
Brooklyn's
AKAs
finest,
you got?
yo. Huh?
How many AKAs you got?
Oh, man. If you really been following them, you know what I'm saying, all four of them, Gil, Headache, DeHaven, you know what I'm saying, I'm all the same person. You already know what it is.
What do most people know you as?
They know me as DeHaven now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, since DeHaven.
DeHaven. But in the hood, you was Headache.
In the hood, I was Headache. On the street, I'm Headache. Back in the days, I was Gil. So, you know, I had a few aliases. I had mad aliases because I had mad licenses. I had too many licenses.
This is interesting to me because your name has been broadcasted all over platinum records, all over the radio, all over everywhere. And the issue is, it ain't been positive.
No, it's been positive sometimes. I mean, throughout a course of time, it's been positive, though.
Only thing I could say was positive is you introduced somebody to the game. That was positive, I guess. But then the next very time we heard your name, DeHaven, that shit wasn't too good. So from me to you,
you skipped the louder in between, homie.
All right, look. All right,
but I just, just keeping it real. You skipped the louder in between, but hey, yeah, we can skip. We can fast forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to get to the.
Yeah, get to the meat of it.
Yeah, because I need
back.
you to clear your name, and I need you to give the people the perspective of your name, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna deal with the positive of your name. But nobody cares about the positive. Everybody cares about the negative, unfortunately.
True.
So it's a line in the song "No Hook," Jay Z.
Right.
And it says, "Your name is brought up," and you know the line. I know the line. We don't need to say the line. Your name is always put with caving and statements. Now, to the average individual, that's an implication that
get it out there.
you snitched on somebody.
Yeah, get it out there.
What do you want to say to that? And where is that deriving from, if you know?
To be honest, that stemmed from Jay calling me a snitch. But like I said, it really stems from him being angry. It stems from a YouTube. It stems from me saying some things, you know what I'm saying, outspoken and some things I probably shouldn't have said or whatever that he ain't agree with. And I can understand him being mad, you know what I'm saying, and coming back using that word snitch. I mean, can I understand? Maybe, maybe not. But, I think that's a little more harsh than what it is. But you can't measure someone's anger. But I take it as him being angry, you know what I'm saying, about what I did on the YouTube and said, some things about him and his family.
So that has nothing to do, because we have to separate. It has nothing to do with law enforcement.
Nah, it has nothing to do with law enforcement.
Okay, let's get that out there for the people.
But the fact that it matter is it's still a foul on the play because you know what I'm saying you know what the people was going to perceive of that. You know what I'm saying? So you still get a foul on the play on it. You know what I'm saying? It's still gotta come back.
So to the naked ear, oh, DeHaven, Caven, that's why he don't fuck with you. That's why he don't speak. Made men ain't supposed to make statements. That was the whole line. Fuck DeHaven for Caven. That's why we don't speak. Made men ain't supposed to make statements. So for us that hears that, we say, oh damn, he snitched. That's why Jay don't fuck with him. I wouldn't fuck with him neither. But then me doing the knowledge, I said, well, why nobody probed Jay Z and asked him who did he snitch on? What did he snitch about? Because you have to ask those questions. You can't just put something on somebody's jacket that's not on their jacket, and then somebody has to ask him, Jay Z that is, what are you talking about? Now, my deal was, and then when I started really thinking about it, I said, statements, Caven, he probably said something to somebody and you just explained it. You had a YouTube video that went viral as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Before viral was viral.
Before viral was viral, I did the Jay Z exposed. That shit just went, 5 or 6 million quick. You know what I'm saying? To this day, that shit was so hard. They took it down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's the powers be, whatever. They took it down. It was like at 6 million already.
So clear the air. It's not any law enforcement. There's no paperwork with your name on it.
There's no paperwork. It's never been no paperwork. We living in a time and a day and an age. If it was paperwork, that shit would have been surfaced. We living in a time and a day and an age. If I told on somebody where he at, somebody would have jumped up and said, yo, he told on me. So unless that person is dead and he can't come forward, it's just too suspect, man. I'm saying I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I ain't gonna be on Danny. I'm not gonna be on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be on this fucking talking to Brooklyn and I'm on some fraudulent shit. You know what I'm saying? So just keeping it one. I understand where it came from. I understand his anger. I forgive him for it. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Because actually, in all reality, the streets know. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still here. I'm still in every major city walking around. I'm still getting homage on the street. People salute me all day. Like I'm loving this position. So at the end of the day, it didn't harm me because people knew. But at the end of it's just a foul on the play. Though.
The trolls on the IG, they always gonna hit you with that. Do sometimes you feel like, fuck it, I'm not even explaining myself no more because y'all just gonna say what y'all want to say?
Nah, believe it or not, they be trying to make me get off the internet going back and forth with the trolls. But I know majority of them trolls, man, they at that age of 35 and under. That's a younger situation. So they really don't understand. They really don't, you know what I'm saying? And depends on how they coming at me is how I give back the vibe, I know some of them are mad disrespectful and everything, but I be having patience for them because they really don't know, man.
You got a lot of patience, though, because I never really seen you jump crazy on your shit. Like, I went to your shit to read it, and I was like, I probably would have went crazy in my comments.
I be trying to have patience because they don't know. I just try to explain my situation in a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? In a different perspective. Like, I posted a picture up just now of me, Jay, and this other guy. This dude, somebody put a comment up there like, yo, why you keep posting pictures with Hove? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, damn, son, why Hove couldn't have been in the picture with me? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? This is my page. You know what I'm saying? These are my pictures. But I'm in the picture with Hov. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gotten to that. So they, I forgive them, man. They brainwashed, man, and I got patience for them because at the end of the day, like I said, my stories, them shits is dope. Them shits is real and they dope. But at the end of the day, the trolls that I'm dealing with, that's the impact that it have, those stories have. Those guys.
So now let's now that we went forward, we cleared the air on that from your perspective.
Right.
Let's go backwards. Everybody says to you, why you always talking about Hov? Why you post pictures of him? Why you keep talking about him? He don't fuck with you. But from my perspective is, and let me know what you think about this. Yo, he talked about you a lot. How many songs are you mentioning that people don't know that
I don't know.
you know he's talking about you?
I lost count, man. Like,
Is it more than 5?
yeah, definitely.
Off top, can you name the songs that you know he's definitely talking about you besides
The whole Reasonable Doubt. That's what I don't want to say no more. But the whole Reasonable Doubt, that's my life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is. The whole Reasonable Doubt, yo. That's the Reasonable Doubt on film, bro. That's all I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the songs, it don't even mean nothing to me, bro.
It ain't personal.
But it's countless.
It ain't
personal. R. Kelly joints and
Dead President.
Dead Presidents. Man, like.
When we talk about Dead President, my homie got his side sprayed up. That's an actual incident.
That's in my story, definitely.
Can you tell the people what happened? You actually took a hot one.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you like, you gotta love that story, man. You know, like I said, it was an off night. You know what I'm saying? Nigga doing something that he don't normally do, out of his element. I didn't like the situation. Like I said, man, read the stories, man, so you can, it grabs you in, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? I done something out the ordinary, and these are the things that happen in the game. But real talk, you know, I was set up by my connect. I saw the drop. You know what I mean? I couldn't bear the fact of letting this dude get hurt. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was responsible for him. I feel like that's my little, if that's how we was carrying it, that's my little brother. It ain't no, I took that.
So let's go there 100%. You actually took a bullet for Jay Z.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says it, you know. I got my side sprayed up. I mean, he didn't have to say I done it for him, but that's the formality on how it went. You know what I'm saying?
But the gunman actually had the drop on him, and you.
Nah, they had the drop on us.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want him to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And when I went to shove him out the way, you know what I'm saying, homeboy, he put the thing he put it in my back. Like, he ain't like shoot me from a distance. He grabbed me from behind and put it in my back and fired off a shot. You know what I'm saying? And we still fought. We fought for a little while, but you know what I'm saying? Behind that shit, I had the gun in my hand for a little while, but you know what I'm saying?
Straight movie, motion picture.
Straight
shit. That's
movie.
gonna be in the movie.
Straight movie. Yo, man, like, ain't no, this shit gotta happen, man.
So when this is happening, you fighting a dude for the
Fighting a
burner.
dude.
You were already hit. Where's Jay Z at the time?
Jay's gone. And when I pushed him off, he's gone, man. He's up the block. He's up, what at, 143rd. He's up the block on 143rd in Amsterdam now. He's gone, you know.
So long story
After
short,
me and homeboy struggling, and he started calling his homeboy, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to let this shit go. I let it go and just took a chance on running. He ain't fire at me or nothing after that. I just ran. I caught up Jay about 2 blocks later and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hit, nigga.
So he ran on you, basically.
Nah, I told him to run.
All right, he said, no, I'm just saying.
Ain't nothing he could do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We ain't got no ratchets. We ain't got no, you know, it's just one of those times, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't count it as running on me. I want you to run. I swear.
Got you.
In that case, we would have been standing there both fighting for what? You know what I mean?
But your whole mind state was,
I
don't want to go tell his mother that.
I can't tell his mom that.
Yeah.
Nah.
And what was the relationship with you, his mother, your mother?
If I could walk in your house, twist your knob and shit, and go in your refrigerator, that's the relationship.
Y'all from the same building?
Same building, 534, baby.
That was the name of Bleak album, right?
534.
Wow.
Bleak is my niece's god brother. Like, we all attached, yo. We all family in 534, man.
Who else was from the building?
Wow. You got Nike from Shirt King. Shout out to Nike. He's still doing this thing. One of the greatest artists out here on a tattoo tip. We got Spanish, you know, Ricky, a legend in the game. Another legend in the game that was connected to Jose. That connects, you know, 534 has some legends in there.
So when you say Jose, you talking about Spanish Jose?
Yeah.
The same name that's it's named
same
after.
Name that's named.
Wow.
Yeah.
So some of the names that he's saying is real actual.
Yeah,
people.
the names are accurate. You know what I'm saying?
Reason why I'm saying, and I think that's very important that you say that, is because when you tell your stories, people might want to say, "Yo, why you telling a story? You naming names, you dry snitching," but you're just reiterating what's already out there.
Yeah, like right now. None
Yeah.
of my stories, like, I mean, you might could match some to the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not like, that's what I'm saying. Yo, I had to tell Shorty the other day. He was like, yo, you snitching. That's why Jay don't mess with you. You know what I'm saying? You get ready to send niggas to jail on some lawsuit shit because you keep talking. And I'm saying to myself, okay, I gotta be real. I said, Shorty, to be honest, bro, why you throwing this word snitch and lawsuits and all this stuff around? You throwing all these words around, but in all reality, who started this? Where'd you get that from? Are you saying that just because Jay said that? Yo, you know what I'm saying? I was so honored that he came back at me and said, you know what, OG? Yup. And I'm saying you seen no proof of none of this. You heard no proof of none of this, but you going at me like this, youngin', you know what I'm saying? And like, that's why I have patience for them. You know what I'm saying? Because Shorty was a born 85, he said, so he grew everything he knew about Jay, he followed and everything. I ain't tell him that Jay is a villain and a bad guy. You know, Jay, we had a disagreement, and Jay can make mistakes, but at the same time, bro, he just couldn't believe that Jay would do this. You know what I'm saying?
I seen Jay Z on David Letterman on Netflix.
Right.
He talks about Trenton, New Jersey. He talks about
Shout out Trenton.
He talks about Trenton, New Jersey. He talks about Spanish.
Trenton on the 14th is
Jose.
going to be a movie. Just want to let you know that.
You brought him to Trenton, New Jersey.
That's right.
So if it wasn't for you, that was your family.
That's my family.
So the whole,
They still family.
but a lot of his upbringing was due to you in Trenton.
Yeah, East Trenton groomed me. That's on the record. That's on record.
What
That's
record?
on record. It's gonna be on screen. I gotta keep pulling this out. That's why I keep calling this the reasonable doubt, man. This is it right here, man. This is it. This is what the 10 years I've been working for, man. But the way we talking about it, like,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, it would be sick if they don't want to see this. If, you know what I mean? If they don't support this, it would be sick.
So Trenton,
Trent.
that's your connect. Everything is through you. So you bring him to Trenton from Marcy.
Yeah.
Then y'all end up going a little more south.
Then from Trenton to Maryland.
And then in Maryland, you knew Emory.
Yeah.
So he met Emory through you?
Yeah.
You know the people like gonna be like,
Yeah, I mean,
they're gonna be like, what?
yeah.
So let's jump forward to 2018. I'm gonna ask you something about 2018, and then we could go back. 2018, we see Biggs there. Salute to Biggs. We see Emory with Jay Z. Salute to Emory. We see Jay Z, but we don't see you in the equation. And not besides Biggs, you are the glue between Emory and Jay Z. How did you get cut out of the equation?
I never was in that triangle.
As
You know
far
what
as the
I'm saying?
music.
As far as music, I never was in that triangle. When it got to that, like, it was already conflict within our circles. It was already like Jay and our relationship was pretty shaky then. You know what I'm saying?
So now I'm gonna go back on you. Rockefeller is a thought. From what we hear about Rockefeller, and I don't want you to say anything that could get motherfuckers, to go in some files and no shit, but you were a part of the foundation of Rockefeller.
No doubt.
In more ways than one.
No doubt. I mean, we ain't saying a lot about that. Hell no. Like, I am the foundation. I put a lot of work in. You know what I'm saying? People that I introduced him to that he with now put work in. Like, you know what I'm saying? People put, a lot of people made sacrifices for that, man. I ain't gonna just say but definitely, you know what I'm saying? I put a substantial amount of sacrifices on my, with my time and stuff and resources to make that shit happen.
We'll just use the word resources.
Yeah.
But when the story comes out, it's Dame, Biggs, and him. Why? I mean, for obvious reasons, I can understand why you might not be mentioned, but they was openly admitting that they use their drug money to start a record label, but they won't say you
Who was
helped
behind
anybody. Who was behind it?
Yeah, I mean, I can go. Maybe they did.
Okay.
Maybe they did. Maybe I wasn't a part of that time right there.
Okay.
If you say they used theirs, all right, then they probably used theirs. But at some point, how did they get theirs?
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
That's what we gotta talk about. How did they get theirs? Like, still gotta, it's levels, man, that they had to go through to get theirs. So, either way, but you're not gonna scratch me out of history. You're not gonna scratch me like I ain't have no parts of that.
Who came to you and asked you for help? Dame. So now when you see Dame in 2018 and he helped people and they didn't pay him back, do you sometimes want to say, well, nigga, you did that shit to me?
Yeah, what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true believer that. Yeah, that happens.
What's your relationship like with Dame today?
None. You know what I'm saying? Like, haven't heard to none of them dudes in years, especially Dame. And I had a relationship with Dame outside of Jay. So
Okay.
where my relationship with Dame is, when I got in my situation, like, he never asked me, was I good? Was I all right for all that for the favors that I done for him? You know what I'm saying? So I felt, I kind of like took that personal. He asked me, am I good? Am I all right? Do I need anything? You know what I'm saying? So, for somebody that advocate, you know what I'm saying, you got to hold the homies down in these type of situations, but maybe he ain't feel like I was a homie. I don't know. But I just felt personal about it. So I have not spoken to Dame.
You have a story of you investing in parties, events, and you ain't make your bread.
Yeah. I did that story is in there.
Uh-huh.
I did a show, I did a show in South Carolina, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out at all.
It happens sometimes.
It happens, you know what I'm saying?
But you had to eat the L, though.
Yeah, I ate the L. But this is where me and Dane went south at.
That was the beginning.
That was the beginning of that. Like, word. It didn't go well. Jay was like, you know what I'm saying, you don't even worry about the rest of that. He's seen what I had, how much money I had spent.
How much did you put in?
I don't know. I was over 40, 50 bands or something
Damn.
like that. I'm talking about top of the line. I had niggas, I mean, it was tight. I took care, I covered all the bases when it comes to a promoting situation. So it didn't work out. And Dane was just being, I don't know where it come from all of a sudden, but Dane was being arrogant about, leftover money that I was supposed to give them. That it didn't work out. So what? You know what I'm saying? That ain't our fault. That's the attitude he was giving me. While Jay giving me, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't worry about him. He act like that, this and that. Instead of Jay, I think Jay should have really put his foot down and be like, listen, that's, you forgetting on, what he brought to the table and the help. Plus, that's my, I just think that I didn't think Jay handled that situation right.
He didn't hold you down the way you did.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because of y'all personal relationship.
Yeah, our personal relationship and us being Marcy, like, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. So, shit was shaky then, you know what I'm saying? But Dame kept, it was just almost about to be a bad situation, man, because I had my boy C. Gotti, shout out to my man in South Carolina, man. I see you when you come home, man. This shit gonna be all good. Man, in South Carolina, and them boys was deep. Them niggas didn't like the way Dame was carrying it. And I was like, yo, man, this nigga got his little kid with him. He don't understand it.
Was it his little boy at the time? Okay.
His little son was like a little baby at that time.
Okay.
And I was just like, damn, man, you shouldn't be talking like that, you know what I mean? And you got your little boy with you. This could be a bad situation. But, like I said, I mean, me thinking positive and letting that type of shit ride and not taking shit to the stream has got me to where I am now. You know what I'm saying? So.
Was it a point where, because I've heard this before, was it a point where Jay Z started acting more like he was from Harlem than Marcy?
I mean, niggas ain't catch on until it really looked it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be like, yeah, them niggas be with him. Like, I wasn't around him to see that transformation, But at some point, you just been like, hey, wait a minute, you know.
So y'all in Maryland. How many years is Emory way younger than you?
Yeah, he's way younger than me.
I remember in some of the stories you talking about he was going to school and shit like that. And
Yeah, I met Emmy when I first touched Maryland, man. Like one of the coolest little young niggas that I came across when I first touched. You know what I'm saying?
do you remember the year?
I like the way, it had to be 90, 89, 90.
Damn. You said 80s, the 80s, motherfucker. Some of y'all wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
So 80. You
he
was
was-
already in the town getting
He
money.
was in high school. Now I had stepped, I'm fresh in. I'm just landing in the town and
Trying to find your way around.
trying to find. Nah, I'm out there, son. See, you got some niggas that's in the street, and you got some that's in the trenches. Like, I was in the trenches. I met Emory on the block. Like,
Got you.
you know what I'm saying? It was a spot called Lincoln Terrace. Shout out to Cambridge, man. I never forget that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a spot. Nigga. I was in the trenches. I met Emory, and I just like the style.
And then was y'all getting money together or he was working for you?
All above.
Okay.
That's why I admired him. That's why I knew he was somebody that could be a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because either it was his money, my money. You know what I'm saying? And quiet as shit. There's times I needed $30,000-$40,000 and I actually got it from him.
And he was a little dude.
He's a little dude. Yeah.
Got you.
Shorty, I mean, that was the whole point. Like,
So then it's a time where y'all get bagged. He got bagged first, if I'm not mistaken, right?
for a Fed case.
Fed case. Is that the case where he ended up doing all the time for?
Yeah, that's the case. That's in there. You know what I mean? Read
Um,
the story. The story's there.
And then you didn't initially get back.
Nah, I was gone. I had left.
You left the game.
I left the game.
You left
I
the game.
quit.
Well, how do you?
That's how.
All right, let me ask you.
Yeah.
How do you quit selling drugs? Because let me set it up for you. How much money was you getting weekly?
Between 40, 60,000. If I'm gonna go hard, if I'm not getting a lot of rest and sleep, I could take down 40 to 60,000.
How much jewelry did you have? Because I was looking at the old picture. Your jewelry game was definitely. How much jewelry did
I've
you
been
have?
buying jewelry since young, man. I don't know.
But I
Millions.
mean,
I went through.
millions in jewelry?
Nah, I mean, I went through a lot of bread and jewelry, yo.
Where's all
I
the
mean,
jewelry?
it's a story. Yo, it's one time. I mean,
I got a crazy. I read one.
my
of
baby mama
Uh-huh.
took a hammer to like $60,000 worth of jewelry. Dog.
She's still alive?
I ain't even gonna front. So, yeah.
Yeah. Because I would have been. I don't know. That would have been.
She said, "You took that bitch with you down in Maryland." Man, my baby mama trans. She said, "You took that bitch with you in the train?" All right, threw my bag. She said, "Here, take your bag and shit." I thought it was some clothes. That shit hit the floor.
Was this the rope or?
That was all that. It was a rope and some other. That's what got that snake, the cable with the snake.
Got you.
Because my man had to melt all that shit down and he made the snake.
Oh, got you.
It was hard.
Your Russian homies.
Yeah, my Russian homies.
Yeah. What's his name? Al
Yeah.
and one of.
Al and Tony,
Al
man.
and
Shout
Tony.
out to Al and
Yeah.
Tony, man.
See, I read the story. See, I read your shit. I'm on. I'm on it. So he gets bagged, and then you came across your lawyer gave you some wiretaps.
Yeah, the evidence, the discovery.
So nowhere was you in the discovery.
Man, I wasn't in nothing, yo. And that's what got a part with quitting the game. You understand what I'm saying? When you just said how you quit the game, it's just fate.
You felt the heat, or was it just?
I felt the heat. It's a gut, and it's you already got a gut feeling. I felt the heat. And it was too much money. It was like everybody had money. And it was about to be a conflict with Emory amongst my people with circles, amongst our circle. It was going to be a conflict.
Got you.
So with all that said and done, one night I was just sitting at the crib and I was counting money. I was in my little counting room and I had like $300,000 laid out counting. And my little shorty just came in the room. She was like, she busted in the room. You know, I usually do that late night on the sneak tip. You don't want them to see how much. She came in there and she was like, what's all this money, yo? She was like, when isn't enough enough? You know what I'm saying? We had cars, condos all over the different cities, business. And I was like, this? I go crack open a couple of vacuum cleaners and this and that. All together, that shit ended up like being close to $420,000 cash. And she was like, that ain't enough? And I was like, you know what? I quit. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks later, I was packed up, man, packed up down 95, man, and moved to North Carolina. I moved to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and just chilled.
So when you moved,
I moved.
How did you know you had a secret indictment? Somebody?
Nah, I moved, went North Carolina, started getting my setting my foundation down in North Carolina, and like 3 years later, here come the feds. That shit was like crazy. I'm like, what?
But the feds from
Maryland.
Gotcha.
Come to find out, them 3 years I've been going, them niggas continued doing what they had to do.
But they was building a case against you.
But they had, my name was still ringing like that.
Gotcha.
They wanted me though, you know what I'm saying? They had always wanted me. But I was gone. It was no, you know what I'm saying? From what they tried with the wiretap, they sent the snitch at me. They sent the snitch at me on the wire, but that shit ain't work.
But according to your stories, you did get snitched on.
Yeah.
It was 4 or 5 informants against you, right?
Yeah.
And then
five informants got up there. 4 out of 5, no, 6 got up there. 4 out of 6 I made rich. 4 out of the 6 that tried to put me away, I ain't do nothing but make them rich, like filthy rich. The other 2 made up shit.
A part of one of your stories, you said you sat in your lawyer's office all night. Your lawyer left you, and you went through
your homework,
the discovery.
Yeah.
You got to the wiretaps,
yeah,
and you heard Emory on there talking reckless.
Yeah.
Now in the story, when I read it, you kind of left a cliffhanger, like he was talking reckless.
Meaning, it's a code.
Got you.
No talking on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way around it. I ain't say, talking reckless in the word, that this nigga was a snitch.
Yeah, let's clarify that.
He was talking reckless. That's what I meant. And
he was saying a little bit more than he should have said.
Exactly, and he wouldn't be the only. That's a downfall.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much, you can't get around it.
So the only case they had on you was the informants.
It's the informants, and I had been gone. They knew they had the right guy, man, but it just was the wrong time. And that gap, that 3-year gap, man, when I got in that trial and the judge seen that 3-year gap that I had no prior indulgement with nothing to do with Maryland. The judge, man, he gave me love. He showed me blessings. He realized that I wasn't tied to that conspiracy.
So when did you finally do your time? What
I done that. I done 9 months in the Fed joint, and then from there, 2 years later, a year later, I went to trial on that. Matter of fact, they superseded my trial. Man, I knew they ain't have nothing when they gave me a supersede. They came with more people and added more.
I'm about to say supersede.
Yeah, they superseded my indictment.
Break down what's a supersede.
They superseded my indictment, meaning they gave me another indictment that's bigger than the first one with more people on it. Like
more informants
more informants and more co-defendants too.
You had co-defendants of people you don't even know, right?
Yeah, so that's how it works, man. You could be sitting next to somebody on the same case and
you be like, who the fuck is this nigga, right? Yeah. So you eventually got convicted, or you took a plea?
No, took it. Nah, nigga, I went to trial with my shit.
Okay.
I went all the way. I rode, man. They was trying to offer me 20 years. Would I take 20 years on the deal? They ain't even give me that. They wanted life.
Wow.
I went all the way to trial, man. That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? The judge showed me love. The judge saw that gap. The judge saw that I was trying to get my life together. I was change my life, and I ain't had no attachments.
Emory your co-defendant in this case?
Emory was my co-defendant.
He took a deal, all right?
He had to.
He took the deal. Because according to what you were saying, he's on the wire. Like, he's
Yeah,
John Gotti.
yes.
Like, they got him. You know, he can't. He's red-handed.
Red-handed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What was the end result of your situation?
nothing. Mistrial. Straight like that. I'm not tied to the conspiracy.
Okay.
Throw it out. It's a mistrial.
But he ended up doing all the time.
Him and another guy ended up doing time, and that was it. And all the rest of the snitches done their time. And at the end of the day, man, Emory could have told y'all that. Truthfully.
So let me ask you something. When
Yeah.
when other people interview, because he's done interviews, when other people interview him, do you think they don't know this information? That's why you have to tell it? Or do they just say, we ain't talking about DeHaven, he's a nobody, we gonna just keep it on the up and up because they don't want to upset Jay Z? What do you honestly think?
I don't know, man. I mean, I can't think for. I don't know.
Because can't Emory clear your name on everything? Can't he?
Yeah,
Like, if he can't he just say, nah, DeHaven was not no rat, he wasn't no snitch, he was a stand up nigga, we was getting
I
money.
ain't the guy to ask that though.
No, I'm saying, but he can do that though, right? Like,
Yeah, he
one
coulda did
interview,
that. Yeah.
he could just.
Yeah. But have anybody ever asked him, yo, is that true what Jay said?
Well,
That's
Emory, I tell you right now, if I ever interview you, we gonna talk about that. And if I ever interview you, Jay Z, you got a lot of explaining to do, bro. That's, because that's just the journalist's job. You know what I'm saying? That's the journalist's job, to really ask all these questions, especially if you put stuff in songs. And people have been accused, of certain things. Other than you, is many people. So we just have to ask certain things.
I mean, you ain't got to ask him because it's like I kind of explained it. Like I'm telling
but
you,
he still has.
He still owe the fact that saying it to like yo, I
can't
didn't
call
mean to
nobody
do that.
no
You can't do
snitch,
it.
my nigga, and you
just can't do
prove
it.
it. That's street law. You said that street shit. You can't call a nigga a snitch, a cop, a rat, an informant unless you can prove it and say, look, he put this man away right here, and that man come and say, yo, I looked at my discovery, that nigga name was on my paperwork. Yeah. Just like you see niggas' name on your paperwork, right?
Exactly.
They produced them in court, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if that don't happen, then you can't just call somebody a snitch. And we can't be fucking jacking that shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we can't just say, yo, yeah, he a snitch because he said it. That's not how this shit. It's not how this shit work. You know what I'm saying? But Emory's doing his time. Where are you at this time?
I'm on the street.
Did y'all lose contact from him going to jail and you being on the street?
Yeah and no. I mean, we exchanged, we passed words, and his message was he'll see me when he get home. And, here we are.
So, everybody want to know, where did the if y'all all was getting money together, you left the game. So, was you disconnected from them from leaving the game? Or when
the disconnect started when it came conflict within our circles.
So, it was beef.
And that's, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't beef. It just was conflicts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Money shit.
Pride and ego situations and the money shit that we could have got by. Greed. You understand what I'm saying? Distrust. You know what I mean? It was a certain time where I wasn't on the street, and shit just happened. You know what I'm saying? Out of my control, and and people make certain choices that they shouldn't have made, and it caused conflict, and one thing leads to another. That's it. But I think as men, we should have been sat down and got that out, because at the end of the day, it was about everybody stabbing me in my back. You know what I'm saying? So,
and pushing you out.
And pushing me out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody making me look like I'm the bad guy, like I'm shady.
On MTV, Jay Z is in a club. Beanie Siegel jumps over the banister about to fight. We all saw that. That was live. You was there that night.
I was there.
Was that the last conversation you had with Jay Z?
That was about the last conversation I had before my trial, where, he looked me in my face. It was like, yo, don't even worry about it. I got you for a lawyer. He was like, don't sweat it.
During this trial with it?
During the Fed trial, I was
Okay.
actually, out on home monitor. I was on bond, and I ran him down in North Carolina, and he was like, "Yo, we talked." He was like, "Yo, don't worry about it." And I ain't seen him since.
Damn, that was MTV. MTV don't even fucking produce shit like no more. When's the last conversation you had with Emory?
A few years ago, I was just a few years ago. Three or 4 years? 4 years ago.
How did that conversation go?
3 years ago. It was a curve, and that's another thing. It was a curve, It wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right place. So, that's when niggas be hitting you with the, okay, we'll call each other, we'll get up and we'll talk. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely what came out his mouth was, we gonna talk, you know what I'm saying? We gotta sit down and talk about such and such and this and that and the third. Cool. You don't have to exchange numbers when, come on, man. You know my family. You know how to get in contact with me, so we don't have to change the numbers. But
you had a relationship with Jay Z's mother. He has a brother too, right?
yeah, you got a brother.
He's an older brother.
Yeah.
When the last time did you see or speak to them?
Yeah, I seen them last year, man.
You saw his mother last year.
Yeah, I seen his mom.
How did that conversation go?
Short, really short.
And you said his mother and your mother was best friends.
Yeah. I mean, it was short, and kind of strange, but I hadn't seen her over 20-something years. Another case of bad timing and bad place where we couldn't get much to talk about. It was an event, so. But she hugged me. She showed me some love, but I just found it strange that she didn't ask. How was my family? You know what I'm saying? But
his brother.
Maybe, like I said, it could be the time or whatever. But for us to be so close and my mom and everything playing a vital part in all this, they was friends. But you would think that somebody would be like, "Well, how's your family?" You feel me? But
you said your mother was like his mother.
Oh, definitely.
It was times where he was sick. He might have been in jail. You call your mother and tell your mother.
No, my mom's is, she down. She one of the homies. My mom's from where we from.
Yeah.
So she know what it is. You could always count on my mom to take care of us. She took care of him like if it was her own.
And he has an older brother. Did he grow up with y'all?
Yeah, all of us same building.
I don't know what his brother looked like.
Yeah, Eric was cool. Okay. Like we was all family, yo.
Yeah,
we was all family. We was all family.
Yeah.
It's just the bond, nobody. We all grew up together. I'm just trying to, establish some credibility here, and get my name right. You know what I'm saying? So we can make this movie. Let's get moving.
It was
to
a
this
time.
project. Yeah.
Where he got robbed. In the song, he said he never got robbed in his life. According to your stories, he got robbed twice.
Yeah. He got probably some more that I didn't count.
You went out there, and you almost got popped.
Yeah.
Trying to get his shit back.
Yeah. Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live, and in the interviews, niggas' phones are going off and shit. They know we here, so
we ain't live, right?
Yeah, we filming. No, we
okay.
filming.
Oh,
that's
we
what
filming.
I mean.
Okay,
Yeah, we filming.
Yeah, but go ahead.
We keeping all this in there too. Yeah. We don't stop shit. But it was a time where because I want them to go through the story, so we that's how they gonna go to your Instagram and be like, oh shit, and this is gonna be in the movie in
Understood.
depth. So it was a time where he got robbed, and you went out there like Superman.
Yeah.
And almost ended up like Chris Reeves.
Yeah.
Paraplegic.
Yeah.
No pun intended, please.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they bounced on you, according to you, right?
Nah, they ain't bounced on me. Them boys was armed up, and they just told them to take a walk.
Oh.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the point of,
What I respect about you, though, you still, you never once threw them away to make yourself look good. Because a lot of times you could have said, "Yeah, niggas ran on me. He ran on me." Then no, it's you keeping it real with what really happened.
Yeah.
In your thoughts. And
They
so
ain't run.
you ain't get the jury back though, right?
Nah. It wasn't jury. I think it was clothes, when a jacket or something. It might have been something, but you kind of underestimate. I kind of underestimated these guys, because I grew up there. I went to school with them. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, I can go up there and get that, and everything would be all right. When I got there, it was totally different. You know what I'm saying? And you know what it is. It's about,
You as far as the movie you're gonna make, do you have a tentative title for it? No, we ain't gonna do a title because niggas be jacking titles and niggas be trying to block titles and shit. So we'll wait for that till you have all the paperwork correct with that.
Yo, we got the script.
You got the script. So it's gonna be loosely based off of your life.
It's my life, yeah.
Your life.
My life.
But your life includes some of
it does. It spans out. We gotta. There's no way I could shake Jay. It's just it's not feasible that I could shake him. If I got a story from us being in me being in fourth grade, all the way up to wherever. So there's no way I could shake him. We share a 25-year history of.
But this
friendship.
is what I want to say to you. I don't feel like you should have to shake him. I don't feel like people should say to you, shake him, because somebody you grew up with is somebody you grew up with. And somebody who said your name a few times, why the fuck can't you say this?
I mean, this new generation, yeah.
Yeah, you did. Your name
I'm trying
has
to come
been,
up off of him. That's what it is.
Nah, but you've been put out there already. It ain't like you some hidden dude. He said your name a few times, and you took a fucking slug, and that's been put out to the world.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, in a perfect world, say tomorrow we work up, everything is perfect. What do you want?
In a perfect world?
From Jay Z and Emory.
What would I want?
What would you want from them? Because that's what people gonna want. What the fuck do you want from him? What do you want him to do?
Apologize.
And what would he be apologizing for?
For that snitch shit.
Okay.
I've been walking with that shit for a long time, bro. Whether it's real or not, no matter what I say and keep saying,
put on your head,
what I'm saying? It's like a bounty on me already. But like I said, I never been harmed. Nobody on the streets ever brought that to my attention. It's just fucked up. It came out your mouth and just been left like that. I'm saying, I'm okay. You don't have to ever say anything. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because I said some things.
Aren't you in a book too? They put your name in the book.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
In Beyonce book, right?
In one of them books.
Becoming Beyonce.
Yeah, somebody picked it out for me.
Yeah, your name is in the book.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like I said, I said some things, so I forgive him for that. I ain't.
Where did you?
It wouldn't bother me if they didn't say nothing to me. If they didn't want to say nothing to me ever again, it just won't bother me. Period. But if we're gonna be real men and do this type of shit, slick, shady shit, or I ain't downplaying shit or curving niggas and all of that shit, man, then we just don't say nothing to each other.
Taking accountability and responsibility as a man, is it some things that you might have said that you look back and say, I shouldn't have went there with him on that. Maybe I should have. Or do you feel like you're justified prior to the snitch thing, prior to just y'all having a falling out? Should you had not did some of the things you did and said some of the things you said in certain instances?
Nah, I could say that I should have said it in a different way.
Truth.
But I still don't.
Truth is truth.
But I still feel like I'm human. I'm human like everybody else, and I was at a breaking point in my life, and things was going. At that time, it was just like a strictly outburst, and that's how I felt. I didn't lie about anything, but what I would say is like I'll change some wording around. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it.
When the last time you saw Bleak?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he hang out with my niece, which is his god sister. So,
Your blood niece.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because his mother and my sister were best friends with Jay's sister. It was all three of them was friends.
So, one more thing I just gotta ask you. You bought, according to your story, is this the anchor chain?
Yeah.
No. Do you understand what I'm asking you?
Did I buy
I had
that?
the cable with the anchor when Jazz made Sophie.
Sophie.
You bought that chain?
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna front. Yeah.
Do you realize how fucking big that is? That anchor chain is what I knew him for.
Yeah.
You, in your stories on your Instagram, you see it on his shirt, DeHaven 444. December 4th, that we all know is his birthday because of, it's a song.
Yeah.
You took him to Al and Tony.
Yeah.
And bought him the anchor chain, that's the infamous anchor chain?
That shit was sick.
Wow.
That shit was sick. It wasn't sick that... It was sick that I bought it, but it was sick that us together holding like that. When they seen us together and when we both looking good like that, like...
Because he had the rapper jewelry
like,
before he was rapping.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks after I had my shit. It wasn't long. So it was like, yo, Headache, Gil getting money. These niggas getting money. And then I'm like, yeah, 2 weeks later, you see him, and they like, yo, these niggas are getting money. You know what I'm saying?
So you was on some, how much you paid for that joint?
I think I cashed in a bracelet, I don't know, about 15 grand for the chain, because he had a chain, a special made chain, because that anchor was heavy. I don't know, about 30 grand.
And you, because he was your man, you said happy birthday.
Happy
he goes
birthday.
30 grand on your neck.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that shit ain't shit. And my other man, the other piece with the 3-dimensional Star David and shit, I bought that for Panama, man. He was for his birthday. Like, son, man, we going.
Because this is what I'm asking you. Like, you went in your clothes and pulled out money. It was like,
I went in our clothes.
But this is the point.
Yeah,
I'm making.
okay, I get what
no,
you're
you
saying.
went in our clothes, but
Yeah.
niggas don't do that shit for niggas, man.
Well,
This is what I'm saying. So when people say, not you, but I'm just talking about in general, motherfuckers say, yo, he ain't no real nigga. Yo, nigga fucking bought you jewelry. And was like, happy birthday. Like, that's love.
I can't see no other way. Like, I can't see no other way. We going in the club and we all shutting it down. We all heavy.
Because when I read your stories and you like, yo, we got burnt together. We was smashing the same chicks. We got burnt by the same chicks. We got money together. Like, that shit crazy.
And that's just Jay, yo. That's just me and his. Like, my life, like I said, this is my story.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much more. Like, you gotta understand, like, at some point, Jay was going in the studio. What was my time away from Jay when Jay was creating the studio time and all this? That's what you haven't heard.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
So we because the world just thinks you spent all your time with him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? like that's why
ain't
I
had
might be
no
like, yo, where was you when Jay was killing the tunnel? Nigga. In Philly, living like a rap star myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm heavy in DC, or I was in other cities. Like, I really wasn't following him around in the beginning. Like, when he was at the early on in that. Like, I wasn't impressed. Like, I seen it. Like that's what's in the script. I seen it when it was on tiny pieces of match papers, my dog. You know what I'm saying?
You was there when they actually got their Rockefeller official paperwork.
Yes.
And they was like, we're legal. This is an actual company.
Dane. I remember Dane coming in the door. Wasn't nobody there but me and Dane. Nobody there was me and Dane.
Was he always
Dane went
hot-headed
downstairs.
like that? Or
Nah, hell no.
was it the money, you think?
Yeah.
Mm.
Nah, that's why I was so surprised in South Carolina. Like, word. After, it ain't just the business that I conducted, the relationship. I remember him having an altercation, and my niggas get ready to step out of the box for him.
You said at a club, somebody
Yeah, you know what I'm
leaked
saying?
them with a bottle.
So, like I said, that's why I was more.
Was that the Big Pun shit?
No, that was Keith Murray, Death Squad shit, I believe.
Oh, he fought Keith Murray or some shit like that.
Some shit had happened with them, but, you know, we had them niggas lined. All I had to do was get a word. But I knew that it was just too much. So I was like, nah, dead it. But the fact of the matter, he came to me for the help. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like I got every right to feel some type of way when I was in need, how niggas do. So,
you end up going away. Did you end up doing any prison time?
The only time I done is for me. Yeah, I done time a lot. I was the only one going to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was the foundation. I ain't do a lot of jail time. I would say
Different skid bids and
yeah, you know what I'm saying? They got about 10 years out of me within this, and every 2 here, 3 there. But you know, it's times I've been missing off the street. You know what I'm saying? Where niggas had to really hold me down.
And then you say Klein came down there on that Brooklyn bullshit and then fucks up.
Shout out to Klein, man.
Shout out to Klein, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Much blessings on his project, man.
Isn't it amazing to you, like in 2018, like it's a bigger story to y'all's story, but so many of y'all are tied to this man because of his greatness that y'all don't get a chance to shine, but the roles were so reversed at one point?
Yeah. I mean, that's just how it go, man. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't go like that if people didn't forget. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't go like that if people just be real. And
so let's jump. I feel like we covered everything that we needed to cover. Any questions that they have?
I need them to focus on that. DeHaven 444.
Yeah, get on that Instagram. Ask him. He does
stories.
lives. He does different things. So y'all will be able to interact with him.
Right now, our only focus is getting this script dealt with.
So let's deal with that real quick. Kickstarter. What's the name of the Kickstarter?
DeHaven.
Okay.
Right. This is what we need to make it happen. Kickstarter. Man, I got pledges on there that you can make from $5 to $10,000. For all you producers, for all you artists, you need to check that page out because there's music tied to this.
And the link to that is going to be in the description. Just go down right under this video as you're looking. The Kickstarter is down there, so go look right there.
All right, so when we get to the numbers, what I'm saying is, when you see my Kickstarter page, you'll see that we're asking for $3 million to get this going. That's nothing if everybody play their part and support this, yo. If you're not gonna make a pledge, you know what I'm saying, pass the link. We trying to get TMZ, we trying to get all the major, at least pass the link. You know what I'm saying? If you a hater, make a pledge for $25 and just pray that I fail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you should want to see this. After all this, after this interview, you should want to see this, man. This is good for hip hop. This ain't to expose nobody. This should bring them to me, if anything.
So let's clarify. Is this a movie or a web series?
It's a web series. You know
well, let's not say web series because they start getting it confused with all these other web series. It's a series.
It's a series.
It's a series.
If you looking at Power,
The Wire,
if you looking at The Wire and Empire and all the rest of those shows,
it's in that vein.
It's in that same realm, man.
Okay.
And that's why we saying $3 million. We already got all the numbers are broke down of the production that we need because it's shot in different state locations. First and foremost, we need lawyers. You know what I'm saying? So listen, all of that costs.
Check the statute of limitations on certain shit.
Yes, all of that costs. Even just using people's name or, I could be naive and say, I could do this. Shit, they said my name, I ain't sue them. But they got, just
that shit get thrown out by the time
just play by the rules. That's why we asking for this money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you can't make a pledge, you one of them dudes who like, man, I don't feel like doing all that. Or you know what? Cash App me then.
Give him the Cash
We
App.
gonna take Cash App. I'm gonna show him a picture of the joint so he could post that up.
Yeah.
Because that money right there, and I ain't gonna touch that. I need about 50. I ain't gonna touch that for 2 weeks, man. We plan on making this $3 million mark on a Kickstarter in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? We plan on doing that. And I'm planning on needing the street help. I need everybody to pitch in. Like I said, if you ain't gonna make no finance donation or pledge, all you gotta do, man, is pass the link on. Keep pressing, send to TMZ, like I said, send to Entertainment Tonight, all the media outlets just to help us out because they'll make pledges.
So when they go to the Kickstarter, they will see the name of the project.
They're gonna see the name, the project,
breakdown.
And what the breakdown in the project is, that's just to let everyone know that how credible I am to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody else could do this but me or Jay. Like, it just can't happen.
It starts in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and it's a Brooklyn film.
Yeah.
It starts in Brooklyn. But you know what I'm saying? We need this. We need to see how, things went. It's and then at the end of the day, end of the film, it's a positive situation.
Does it
at the end of the story,
does it have an ending? Or is
it's my story.
Yeah, does it have an ending, or is it something that's like maybe 2 seasons, 12?
Nah, I'm still here.
Okay.
You know
so your story is yeah.
I got another 15 years in the street while them niggas was in the game and music. You know what I mean? So it goes on. But nobody got this from the beginning like this to really actually see the breakdown, and y'all should want this, man.
One of the things that I seen on your Instagram that was important to me, that you show that you have a 9-to-5.
What? How you think, man? What? 9 to 5? Listen, my annuity is in this. My whole entire, so don't think when I ask for money that my money ain't tied in
That's
this.
why, and I think that's important because everybody has the perception of real niggas don't work, real niggas don't have jobs,
what?
Real niggas don't do shit. You actually...
Yes, I'm a union carpenter, bro. You walk around this city and look at some of them skyscrapers, I'm part of that.
You put in that pain. Yeah.
It's the same way when you see Rock Nation this and Rockefeller that, I'm a part of that. That's how I feel when I see that and hear their milestones of Jay being Hall of Fame, Rockefeller, Rockaware clothes, Rock Nation, all that. It doesn't matter if I don't get a dime. End of the day, I'm attached to it. End of the day, I'm attached to it. And that's what you should be doing with this project. Attach yourself to something.
And you also, from our behind the scenes talk, you want to show how fucked up crack made our people too. Yeah. You want to actually show how bad and how you fucked up. And now you're remorseful of, because me and you had a long heart-to-heart off camera, like how you feel like, damn, I really contributed to fucking our people up.
Yeah, that's why I said I have patience for these young kids, man, because at the end of the day, these stories and all this cocaine, like she said, 85% of cocaine coming on the Eastern Shore is heavy. That's real heavy, my dude.
That's what they blame you for?
Yeah.
85% of the cocaine?
85%. I don't know if you know how big the Eastern Shore is, but yeah, that's, for some that don't be wanting to recognize, you know what I'm saying, that's Grateful Edmond status. That's big, that's Pee-wee status. I mean, I ain't trying to big myself up on a certain level, but for my generation, for my age, you know what I'm saying, I put in work. But that kind of work is backlash now.
And me and you had a hard talk. We ain't going to indulge the whole business, but you suffered personal life, family life for wanting to be a hustler and being hustling. A lot of things really, really suffered in your life from you chasing that money.
Yeah.
And this is why the story in the movie is important for them to see, because it's a lot of up and coming youngins right now that say, I want to get this paper, I want to get this money. It's a fucking very big dark side to that shit. Yeah. And it's not just shooting in jail. It's you losing children and losing loved ones and being out of touch. And that's what's going to be in the movie. That's why you should support this, because you're going to get to see the good. The good, of course, is the chains, the women, the cars. But the bad and the ugly.
The bad is the relationship with your kids from being away. The bad is you ain't putting nothing positive in the street, no role model, no mentoring. The bad is, parents going to jail, moms strung out, uncles is locked up. They never really emphasize on the bad part, you know what I'm saying? But that's where my ending goal is, to actually show that part and do something about it. Like I said, man, it's just...
And the ugly is a lot of y'all trolling because a lot of y'all are crack babies. That's the ugly.
And that's that, like I said, and I ain't calling...
Niggas is crack babies.
They rebelling. They that's because of us.
Sorry, y'all niggas. No, exactly.
That's the rebel that you get. So,
but this is but what I'm saying is that if in this movie, this is why they should support this movie, because when you see this movie, it's gonna show you the glamour and glitz. And y'all think that the Scarface thing, y'all love Scarface, y'all love the downside of Scarface. Y'all think that is real, but this is when these stories get told. This is our shit from Marcy Projects. From Maryland to DC to Philly, this is our shit. This is told by a black man.
Like I said, that's what the Kickstarter page is for.
Exactly.
When you look at that, man, it's nobody credible. You listening to Jay co-signed me to write this. If he said I introduced him to the game, then y'all want to run with that. Y'all believe everything he say. I mean, it's accurate. I'm just trying to, like I said, reasonable doubt is my life. I'm just trying to show you that on screen, you know what I'm saying? Entertainment, but real life entertainment, and we take it somewhere. Like I said, man,
and edutainment, educating them, and
exactly.
And again, this is not to glorify hustling and drugs. It's to show you to stay the fuck away from drugs. Go get your ass a job. There's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. You don't gotta be no hustler. And a person who works hustles. You get up every day and you hustle. And crack did a lot to us as a people.
Keep in mind, man, Kickstarter, man.
Yeah.
$3 million. I got 30 days to get this money, and we can start filming this series. We got this all organized, all set up. Like, really, honestly, just a surprise to let you see, like to let you know, we got this so organized and scheduled out. Our release date will be on December 4th.
Whoa.
Our release date to be on December 4th. Like, it's meant to be this way. It's scheduled out that way.
I called you the other day and said, did you know it was the 22-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt? Well, by the time this come out, it would be
22.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Last week when we spoke. No, this week. I was like, yo,
years.
22 years. And you was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that. This is how weird that shit is, and how sometimes divine intervention, no pun intended, it happens. It happens, and everything is just in the cards, everything in the universe. Before we go, is there anything in closing that you want to say to the people that they might not know about you, that they need to know about you, or just anything that you want to say from your heart to the people?
Support this, man. I mean, it's a great. I've been waiting on 10 years to do this, yo. Since the YouTube, but this is a lot more organized and calm and done the right way. You're gonna be pleased. You're gonna be proud of this project. Like, if you're a J fan, or you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be definitely pleased to see this type of project. But I need y'all support. $3 million ain't nothing to be asking for, really, for a Kickstarter. I seen people raise $7-8 million for less projects. Like, they not putting out scripts like this. They not putting out screenplays or series like this right now. Spike ain't got nothing. John Singleton ain't got nothing. Hughes Brothers ain't got.
Shit, Spike did a Kickstarter too, and he's a millionaire.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got learned from. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they ain't got the hot shit, man. This is hot. This is hot. You ain't got content, man. You know what this is about. I'm gonna need all y'all help. Like I said, all these independent labels and companies out here that did it independently, y'all already know what this is like. Master P, 50, all y'all independent dudes know what this shit is like. Like this, know what we got to do to grind this money up. Let's make it happen. But one thing I'm gonna promise you, I get this 3. I promise you, I turn 3 into 30, easy.
How
Now,
could the people stay in contact with you?
Stay in contact with that, man. DeHaven 444. Keep reading the stories and definitely make pledges, man. Like I said, I got $5 pledges all the way to 10,000. That 10,000 slot is for that soundtrack. If you want to be heard, really, this is a platform right now. So get your, I don't care if it's 10 dudes and one guy, y'all all put 10,000, put the bread together, look at the pledge, you know what I'm saying? And somebody go forward. I don't care how you get it up. Let's make it happen. It's a good look. You know what I'm saying? What else? If you can't pledge money, like I said, man, just pass the link, man. Pass the link to somebody.
And he'll give me the Cash App so I can put the picture.
I'm going to give you the Cash App, and I'm going to tell you that Cash App, every 3 days, I'm going to post it to see if niggas really fucking with me in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It could be $5, take a day off smoking, $10. If you Cash App me, man, you take a snapshot of it. You see me out here in the street because I be out here in the street. You see me in the street, just throw your shit up, man. Like, yeah, nigga, I hit you already. You know what I'm saying? You a part of something. Because I need that money to make sure that my Kickstarter is being seen in UK, Spain, and Australia, all the other places where hip hop and
shout out to Canada and the UK. That's
yes,
my
definitely.
biggest,
you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this
and the Kickstarter is below in the description. The link is the Kickstarter is below in the description of this video. So if you want to make your pledge while we watching this shit, we on some telethon.
Yo, my
shit
Cash
right
App should be popping. The moment my man put this up, it should be popping, Brooklyn. I'm going to be in Brooklyn all week and celebrating because I ain't going to front, son. This is it. This is what we've been waiting on.
You just got that today, right?
Nah, Thursday it came. I've been sleeping with it and shit. You know what I'm saying? My man want to sleep with it. I'm like, nah, like we using this like a Fifi doll almost now. Let me stop. But honestly, man, come on, man. I need y'all. Brooklyn, it's all out on the table now. Ain't no hate with them niggas, man. I ain't got no hate for them niggas. I got all the love in the world, much success. They doing them. You know, it's obviously they don't give a fuck about me. But I'm still good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm trying to show you they can't, you know, nobody can stop you, man, when you putting your work in and you fucking, you letting it all on the line, man. But this is it, man. If you for hip-hop and you for this culture and you fuck with Jay or, you know, I think this is just good for you. You want to see a good film, especially if you watching Power.
Independent, well, I was about to say,
Independent.
Indepedia, no, but that's my crew, the Indepedia gang. They know what that is. All my Indepedia gang, I need y'all to support this. Independent black filmmakers, independent media, we need y'all help. So a lot of times, you know, I got a Patreon page. I ask for $1. You know, I raise donations too. So if y'all want to see greatness, y'all say y'all tired of this. I'm tired of them telling our stories. Look, they done took the people from Kemet and made them white. Why you think they did that? Because they had the money to make the movie. If a black man made the movie about Kemet, it would be black people in the movie. So if we let them tell our stories, they gonna whitewash the shit.
And while he on that subject, and I'm trying to really clarify why it's so important to be independent. I'm telling you, right? Like, before I even got the script and just been doing the pitching and sat with certain companies, a few of them, to where I just get up and walk out once they start some certain kind of language. But at the end of the day, you know, they want to take my script, they want to take my series and already told me, well, it would be good if you did this and did. That's why we doing independent. We can't have them. We want to stick strictly to, you know, authentic, you know, all the way down to the music and the true story of my life. You know what I'm saying? To me, they was trying to tell me, you know, how to write my story. You know, it's no good. So this is why independent has got to be the way. And y'all already know what this brings, you know what I mean? So just wanted to clarify that I already seen big companies try to come in and change wording and try to make me look like I was a runner and a lookout dude and all of this. We not doing that. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So this is why we have to be independent. Though, just go on that Kickstarter page, you know, it's a blessing. Like I said, my niggas in the street, That Cash App, I'm gonna show every 3 days, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all fucking with me, I'll take a picture, a snapshot. You know what I'm saying? On how we doing. Every nickel gonna go into this. Every nickel go into promoting this. I got 30 days, $3 million. That's low ball. But I'm gonna turn that shit into $30 million. I guarantee you that. Show you what I learned from Jay. I'm gonna show you exactly what I learned from being around him. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how the world works. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so that's what it is. It's Doggie Diamonds No Filter. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this. Make sure you share everything. I'm out of here. Until next
time. And I
time.
don't want to hear that DeHaven Cayman shit no more. Yo, Marcy, Sumner, Tompkins, Roosevelt, Trenton, North Carolina, all the way down Maryland, Cambridge, Salisbury, all my dogs in the street, man. We out here, man. Let's make this shit happen.
Marcy.
Doggie Diamonds, I appreciate you, man.
Free turf.
This shit been a fucking honor.
Free turf. Me. That's all I want to say to Marcy.
The big homie.
Free my brother turf.
The big homie. Real big homie.
All right. I got to get the fuck out of here. Thank you for listening to Doggie Diamonds No Filter podcast. If you like this podcast, make sure you share this. Spread the word. Talk about it. Argue with me. I don't give a fuck what you do. Leave a comment. This is Doggie Diamonds. I'm out of here. See you on the next podcast. Peace. Doggie Diamonds did this. Did this.